table. Hello everyone, I hope you're ready to add some super colors to your life with this Play-Doh art that we are going to do today. Let me introduce myself. I am Tarannum, and at Doodles by Tanu we do a lot of crafty activities with the kids, which also includes Play-Doh activity. And today we are going to do some Play-Doh art right here. Let me show you what we are going to do today. We are going to do a rose today. So let's wait up for all the others to join in. Until that time, just have a look at all the art that I've done before. Please have this look, and also join our page Doodles by Tanu. We do weekend art classes for kids, which includes Play-Doh and origami and all the other art and craft things that you can think of. Okay, and I hope you all have your Play-Dohs ready. In case you do not have your Play-Doh ready, please check out our page, the Doodles by Tanu, and it'll have a recipe for the same. It's a very quick and easy recipe that you guys can figure out with the help of just a little bit maida, 2 tablespoons of salt, 4 tablespoons maida, warm bowl of water, 4 to 5 drops of food color, and 1 tablespoon vegetable oil. That's all you need to make your own Play-Doh, and is easily available at different markets. So you can make your own Play-Doh using these, and you can be carefree that if your child by chance they have a bite of it, you're not scared, you're all set. Okay, so I'll also give you a few tips on other Play-Doh things that you can do. So for younger kids, you can just let them be with the Play-Doh and have a sensory activity done with them, like add earbuds, or you can use and add pulses to it to give textures to it. Otherwise, you can add buttons to it and hide it in a Play-Doh and let them find it, right? The toddlers really enjoy this, and you can actually fill some Play-Doh or some atta in a balloon and add water to it. Let the kid mash it and make it into a nice stress busting ball kind of a thing. It is really a stress relieving activity for the kids, and they really have fun doing that. And for those of you who don't have a Play-Doh right now for this session, we will be suggesting you to use atta for now. You can add colors to it. So in case you don't want to add food colors, you can add beetroot or haldi or kumkum to add few colors to your Play-Doh. Okay, is everybody there? Can everybody see? Can everybody see some of the Play-Doh things that we have here? Can you give me a thumbs up? All of those who can see? Great. Okay, so let me quickly bring back to the thing that we are going to make today. We are going to make rose today, and for rose you need Play-Doh. Simple things that you need is Play-Doh. You can use either earbuds or you can use a toothpick to make this, right? Let's get things rolling here, right? So everybody who doesn't have a toothpick or an earbud right now, please go and fetch it, right? Till the time you fetch things, I will quickly brief you through different things I use to give textures to all my Play-Doh elements here, right? The rose that we are going to do today doesn't need a texturing, whereas all of these need texturing, right? It adds more value to whatever we do, right? For example, here we've used toothpick to poke holes in the base, and here we've used straw to give texture of the scales. Yes, absolutely. Ankit, fork will work, and you can use a toolkit. So for example, here, can you see the triangles? These are given, I use my simple toolkit. It's a standard toolkit that comes. I bought this from Miniso, but any toolkit has a lot of different, screwdriver add-ons. You use these to give textures. In such scenarios, you can't buy the kits as such. So I use these. So this is a secret you can follow. You can use any of these, and you can use pens. If anybody has more creative ideas what we can use for Play-Doh texturing, please go ahead. This is done by the pen. Can you see these small little circles? These are done by pen. This is done by a bigger pen, the back of the pen. So you figure out things as we go along, right? But today we are going to do a very simple and easy rose, right? So all of you who have the rose stuff, so if you have Play-Doh ready, and if you have the stick, anything for a stick from a stick perspective, could be a toothpick, could be a straw, could be any earbud, please get those along, and let's get started with this. I will be using this. This is a small wire that you get. So this is what I have handy. I keep collecting a lot of crafty stuff. So I'll be using this one for this session. Okay, can you all give me a thumbs up if you're ready for this session? I will quickly try and move this aside. And I will add my basic tray here. I have a few Play-Doh options, and I have a roller pin. This usually I don't need, but I have these handy always. I use a scale to usually cut things. Okay, so let me take out some Play-Doh. The color I'll go for is orange. Let's go for an orange flower today. So with the Play-Doh, you need to be very one thing you need to know very clearly, when is the Play-Doh breaking, right? So this is, if it is not it has less water, that is when it will be breaking, right? So if in case you have a harder Play-Doh, you just keep water in a bowl. Let me add water in a bowl and demonstrate how do you make it right. So you take this water, dip your finger, put it here, and keep kneading, right? You fold it. This is the action. You need to fold it and this, fold it and this. Let it mash into something useful, right? So if it is still cracking, take a bottle, this thing and add to it, okay? If you have an old Play-Doh, this is the most handy thing possible. Apart from helping us with the kids, this also helps our Play-Doh remain soft, okay? So if my Play-Doh, say this Play-Doh has become hard, you know what we'll do? We will take this, and if it is fresh from the packet, just wrap around it. And when you and wrap around it, keep it in the box, okay, and close it airtight. Next morning when you wake up and you pick it out of this, it is all ready to use, and it is all perfect. Okay, sometimes it is way too much soft. Right now also it has had that effect on my Play-Doh. Now it's become super soft. Okay, I am so glad, Ankit, that you think that you're liking this session. Yes, absolutely agree, Vishwana, that yes, we always end up buying new Play-Doh, and this is the best way to revive any old Play-Doh, right? If you have, if you have time enough and patience enough, you just keep adding water. But if not, baby wipes are the best solution. Great. Okay, moving on to our rose. Okay, so what we are going to do is, I've taken some amount of Play-Doh. I'm going to roll it in the ball. How do you know the Play-Doh doesn't need more water, right? So we'll roll and roll with a tougher hand. Okay, if this becomes completely smooth, then your Play-Doh is just perfect, right? In case this breaks or has cracks on it, means your Play-Doh is not soft enough. Okay, so we are going to make a snake-like structure for a rose today. Okay, after taking this, I'm going to take my scale and chop it off. All the kids out there, it doesn't have to be same size. You can make any size. I'll make one big, one small. It doesn't matter. Nature is imperfect, and that's the best part about it. Nobody can say it's the wrong thing or it's not made perfectly, or leaves are smaller, bigger. It doesn't really matter. I'll make small rounds of it. One can be big, one can be small. It doesn't have to be perfect. It can be egg shaped also, don't worry. It's just that it has to be smooth with no cracks. Okay, that's the most important thing here. Please let me know, guys, if you have any questions, and kids, if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm here, happy to help. And a few more things I wanted to bring by you. So in case your Play-Doh has dried up, you can make your own Play-Doh, which lasts about 2 weeks, and it's pretty simple. Now if you don't have, say, you use 4 tablespoons maida, 2 tablespoons salt to make it last longer, a little bowl of warm water, and some drops of food color. But in case you don't have food color, you can add acrylic paint to it, right? And if your kids are big enough, please make sure they have to be big enough to play with a Play-Doh which is not a food color based one, right? Not edible one. And and obviously you need 1 tablespoon vegetable oil. For all of those people who want to have a detailed recipe, please do go and check it out on Doodles by Tanu. It's a quick, easy recipe. And for all those who use atta at home instead of anything else, always make sure your kids have oil put on their hands, so that it is not very sticky for them, right? Once this is done, let's move on, right? This is a very simple thing. You take this, put it here, and press. Okay, okay, while we are at it, let me add Ragini and see what she has to say about the session going on. Okay, let's see how to do that. Ragini, can you join me for this session? And here we are. See?
Hi,
So,
everybody. Hi. How are you guys doing? So, we have Tarannum with us today, and I think she's doing a great job. I was really looking out for this session. And so, I'm also doing this here, right here with my daughter. And I think Tarannum is doing great. And do follow her on Doodles by Tanu and keep watching the Indian Moms Club. And let's come up with something beautiful roses by the end of the session.
absolutely looking forward for it, and please
Yes.
do tag all of us
Yes.
after you're done with the roses.
Yeah.
I have super high hopes with all the mommies out
Please
there.
leave us with the beautiful pictures. Share your pictures, and we are gonna tag you and keep you in our stories, guys.
Okay, now
Okay.
quickly let's move on to this. Ragini, please do share those pictures. They look lovely. The roses that
Definitely.
we are
Yeah.
working
So
on.
mine one would be the yellow one.
Oh, nice. Why don't you guys tell us the color that you're using of the Play-Doh right now?
Yeah, I think people will now mention in the comments.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Yes, you're using
Great.
yellow. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, guys,
Okay.
let's focus here. So once you flattened it, okay, so when you're flattening it, look at the action I'm doing. I'm using this part of my thumb.
Yeah. Perfect.
Oh, baby pink. M. Shway. Wow. Okay. Orange. Nice. Pink. I'm so excited looking at all those colors. They look pretty colors.
So I think I'm going to let you have the screen now.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Ragini, for joining us here.
All right. All right. Have a great
Okay,
session,
bye.
guys. See you on the other end.
Okay, so I'll quickly again tell you about the action, right? You take this egg-shaped thing, you use this portion and press it. For all those people who've joined right now, I'll quickly browse you through. We have taken a Play-Doh, cut it into small portions, and you're making leaves. Because in today's section, we're gonna make a rose. Okay, and for the rose we are going to make first leaves. It's very simple. Just take a few round shaped Play-Dohs, take this, use this portion of the thumb and press. Okay, once you've pressed, now it's time you thin this. Can you see? Now you press softly and slowly and thin this. Okay, or you can also just do this, right? This is, you know, what is this doing? If I do this action, this is adding a little turn to it. Okay, and turns look really nice. Okay, so once we're done, please give me a thumbs up when all you girls are done. I am looking forward to the thumbs up. I'm hoping you have you do this faster than me. Let's see. Okay, so we have today, we have orange, pink and yellow and baby pink. Wow, so we have quite a few colors out there. So the idea is to thin this portion. Okay, so the more thin this is, the better output comes, the more beautiful the rose will look. The edges and the corners have to be a little thin. Great, I can see so many thumbs up. I am running late. Okay, and make sure it is not, see my rose, it's not a round or it's not a perfect nose, right? And it has to be a little stretched out if possible. Kanika, welcome. Please share along with us. Absolutely. Anybody who's come right now, please feel free to just make 3-4 such rounds and try and make leaves out of it. Just copy my action. Okay? It's a very simple action. You have a lot of power here, right? Use that power to sort of make it right, and then work on the edges. Make these super thin. Okay, the corners have to be super thin. And again, saying, all those who have joined, I have just made these balls. Say 3 or 4 of them are enough, and just press them. Okay, here, once you've pressed them, you make the corners thin. If you don't have a Play-Doh, Kanika, don't worry, you can use an atta for now. And you have a Play-Doh recipe at Doodles by Tanu. You can follow that link and make your own Play-Doh. It takes very less time to make it. And you just need a little maida, oil, and food color, along with a little salt. Okay. And Kanika, you can try it right now with atta. It works perfectly fine, except before you work on atta, you need to oil your hands so that they don't get messy. And especially with the kids, they can get pretty upset if that is messy. Okay. Quickly give me a thumbs up if all of you have made a few leaves so that we can move ahead on the session. And quickly let me know, please, in case you have done these leaves, these wonderful leaves, and we'll move on with the session. Okay? And while I'm waiting for the thumbs ups, I'll quickly let people know who have come just now how to restore your Play-Doh. So, for example, if you have a Play-Doh which is dried up, you just take a wet wipe and you wrap it around. Okay, and you keep it in the box again and close the lid tight, and there it is. It'll be soft and as good as new. Okay, sometimes it'll get more sticky, so make sure do not go ahead with just leave it there, right? Okay, let's move ahead. We take one. Okay, choose any one. I normally tend to choose the longer one. Keep your toothpick or earbud onto this and start rolling. Okay, can you see? I will focus here. Can you see? Okay. Let me try it on a toothpick and show you guys. Okay. I've taken a toothpick. I'm showing it again. You take the smaller side if you have one and roll. Press it on the corners. Look at my hand movement. Okay. Once you have done this, then we need to move on and see where is the end. Okay, and add to it. Okay, and keep pressing from the bottom. Okay, once you've done this, and make sure the height is similar. If the height is more, then you need to fold this a little. Okay, to give it a real effect. Okay, again we'll measure the height. Okay, so the height has to be similar, and the center of this leaf has to be here. Okay, so height is similar, center is here, and turn it, and then press it here. Okay, and then slightly curve it a little. Okay, okay, I am adding another leaf. So if it is a smaller leaf, you take this and you take this center and you add the leaf here. The height has to be matched, so I'm using it, I'm taking it off and again doing it, right? If this is where your last leaf ended, this is where you put your next leaf. Here we go. So you have to keep alternating, and you don't forget to press here. Okay, I'm gonna make, and at the last you just do this. Okay, usually the last leaf is the bigger one, where you so if you have something like this and you have a bigger leaf, you just add like this. Okay, so every time you have to cross it. Okay, if I have this, then I add here, and keep adding and making your rows. The more leaves, the more better it will look. Okay, let me put this here along with the other flowers I had made before. I'll make another one just to show you if somebody has left on the first step. Okay, thank you, Palak, that you like it. I'll roll this, roll, 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 and roll, roll, roll. This is how it goes. Take this, use the broader side, and start from where this earlier leaf ended. Okay, roll, 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 and do this. Okay, press from here. I'll start again. Take this, and since here we've left our leaf and this is our center, we will add this here and make sure the height matches. If this goes up, it will not look as pretty, but if it's here, it will look perfect. And then roll. So we have to alternate it. Okay, this can overlap, don't worry about it if it overlaps. Okay, and see, I'm trying this again. Okay, I am taking this, using this center, keeping it here, and fold, roll and fold. I'm so glad, Ankit, you liked it, and I am really hopeful you guys have it's easier for you guys to make it too. I hope it has added value to your Play-Doh session. Again, look at the corner, center, height, and paste it there. If the height is too much, fold it a little. Don't worry about it, and press. Okay, so we have our rows ready. If you see a crack like this, means your Play-Doh needs more water. Okay, I will wrap up the last one as well. So I've seen this is the corner, and I'll wrap this up here. Great. So our rose is done. And basically, this is the basic stuff that we are done. And now if we want to make some leaves, I will quickly tell you how to make leaves. Okay. So we'll take the green Play-Doh, right? And this one is the homemade Play-Doh. I used the acrylic colors, acrylic paint to add on to this. Very easy recipe. So again the same action. Can you see? Again the same action. Okay, once we are done, we need to turn it like this. Okay. Take a sharp object. I'm taking this. You can use a toothpick and put a mark, right? Like this, like this, like this, like this. Okay. It gives you a little leaf-like structure that you can add to your flower. Is it visible? I'll take another one and quickly show you. And see, we have a little circular shaped structure. We're gonna join the ends like here and here. Okay. And we can use a, let me use this toothpick only, right? Here. Here we go. Okay. Now we'll add to this. We have our rose ready. Since this has fallen off, I've put it back. And here we are done with 2 roses for today. And please do let me know if you guys like the session and if you guys have any other questions regarding Play-Doh. And if you have more questions or if you've missed out on anything in today's session, please you can DM us on Doodles by Tanu or our mommy's group, the Indian Moms Club. So looking forward to your questions if you have any. Okay, glad you like the tips, Palak. So I'll quickly browse again and show you things. Okay, let's okay. So if you have any questions, please do let me know. And I hope you like the session. Would like you guys to give me a thumbs up and also follow us on Doodles by Tanu. In case you have any questions, happy to help. Let me quickly get back to the questions you have. So let me keep the iPad back. Okay, so oh yes, Khushbu, it does look like a bouquet of flowers, and these dry up after a certain time. So this I had made about a month back, but it's still there intact. And glad you liked Kavita and Bhastha and Rags. Super glad you guys liked the session. Let me quickly tell you, you can easily make these and keep them stored. Do not mess around with it too much, because then it breaks, but then it still remains intact if it is made properly. So this one I've had for 2 months now. This one also about more than a month. And majorly these are the ones that we keep working on. And at Doodles by Tannu, we usually have weekend classes for kids for doodling, origami, art, craft, Play-Doh, and all such sessions that happen. And let us know if you have anything else. And that's majorly it. I'm majorly done, and it's, I think, time for me to sign off. I'm glad, Vishwana, glad you liked it. And oh, loved it. That's brilliant. Makes me super happy. And thank you so much, guys, for all your wonderful comments. Okay, it's time for, oh yes, thank you, Khushbu. Crocodiles are a lot of hard work. Let me browse you through each and every animal that I have done by the time, but just before I sign out. See, this is how the rose looks up close. Thank you, Shway. And that's the fish. Okay, guys, it's time for me to sign out. Thank you so much, the Indian Moms Club, for having me here. And looking forward for more interesting sessions on your page.
और जैसे सब जानते हैं भाई